Hello lovely people and welcome to Yoga with Kate. So today we're going to be doing the practice in my garden as it's a beautiful sunny English day. As always, please don't participate in this if you're pregnant and please consult with your doctor before participating. Today's class will consist of an hour's power yoga, so that will be using our warm-ups, our abs, our standing sequence and also our Ashtanga vinyasa. So grab yourself a drink, let's get to the mat and let's get started. Right, so lying down in Shavasana, spine nice and flat on your mat, palms facing upwards towards the ceiling. Feet are flopped out to the side and nice and relaxed. As always, if you can just tuck your chin into your chest for me and pop your head back down your mat just to ensure your spine and neck is nice and long. Starting off with our simple pranayama breathing. Inhaling, exhaling through our nostrils. On the inhalation, your stomach should rise, and on the exhalation, your stomach should lower, just to ensure you're using your full lung capacity. So counting you in. Inhaling on 1, on 2, on 3, on 4, on 5. Exhaling on 1, on 2, on 3, on 4, on 5. Inhaling on 1, on 2, on 3, on 4, on 5. Exhaling on 1, on 2, on 3, on 4, on 5. Inhaling on 1, on 2, on 3, on 4, on 5, on 6. Exhaling on 1, on 2, on 3, on 4, on 5, on 6. Inhaling on 1, on 2, on 3, on 4, on 5, on 6. Exhaling on 1, on 2, on 3, on 4, on 5, on 6. So as always, we'll stay here with this breath throughout our practice. No holding your breath in yoga. Bringing some gentle movement back to your body now, wiggling fingers and toes. Gently turning your feet out and in, just gently rocking the feet all the way from those hip sockets, everything lovely and relaxed. Gently turning your arms, wrists, hands gently by your bodies. And lastly, just gently turning your head from side to side. First of our stretches now, we're just inhaling the arms above the head, really big stretch into fingers and toes. Big toes touching, please. You'll feel a nice stretch going on in those abdominal muscles. And then exhale the arms down by your side. We're doing that one more time now. Really big stretch into fingers and toes. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Then exhale the arms down by your side. So normal warm-ups now, bringing the right knee into the chest, right knee into the chest. We're interlinking the fingers, clasping the hands just below your kneecap. As always in this posture, you should feel your spine nice and flat on the mat. We're trying to constrict that blood flow into that right hip area. When we release, blood flows in with the new nutrients and oxygenated blood. Last few breaths here. Okay, on the next inhale, we're inhaling the nose up to touch the knee, nose up to touch the knee. If you wish to take this further, you're going to take your left leg off the mat, flexing into the heel, toes pointing towards the ceiling. For the more advanced view, you're going to flex into both heels and extend your hands, arms forward, palms facing each other. As always in this posture, be aware of your shoulders and keep them rolled down away from your ears. So working asana, working posture. So on the inhale, you're sucking in your abdominal muscles and trying to get your nose further up towards your knee. Last couple of breaths now. Let's see if we can get those noses all the way up, 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 up. Well done, and relax your body back down to your mat. We're taking the right foot down to the mat, extending the left leg up towards the ceiling. We're then bending that left knee, trying to pull the foot as far down in towards your stomach as possible. Half Padmasana if you can. From here, you're going to reach your left hand arm through the gap in between the legs and clasp the hands just in front of your right knee. If you can't reach around the front of the calf, hold around the back of the right thigh. If this isn't comfortable for your back and neck, just keep your head and body relaxed on your mat. Yet again, be aware of your shoulders. Don't let them creep up around those ears. For a little bit more work here, you're going to work your bottom tailbone down towards the floor. If you're rocking around at all, sucking your abdominal muscles in. Okay, it should engage that core. Last couple of breaths here. Let's see if we can get those noses all the way up, up, up. Well done, and relax your body back down to your mat. Untangle those legs so they're both flat on your mat. We're extending the right leg up towards the ceiling, clasping the hands around the base of the right thigh, trying to pull that leg as straight as you can over the top of your head. If you're struggling to straighten that leg, bend the left leg and bring that foot in closer towards your buttock. It should allow for a bit more flexibility in that right leg. To work this more, you can extend your toes to the wall behind you. Try not to fight with your leg and focus on your breath. It's the largest muscle group in the body and takes some time to release. Last couple of breaths here. Okay, on the next inhale, we're going to walk our hands up that leg, trying to take the hands around the ankle as high as up as you can. We're aiming for nose to knee, forehead to shin eventually. We're bending the elbows out to the side and tucking our chin into our chest. Yet again, be aware of those shoulders, keep them pushed down away from our ears. For a little bit more, you're flexing your toes back to the wall behind you. And yet again, if you wish to, on the inhale, try and get your nose up a little bit further towards your knee. Nice deep breaths. Last few breaths here. Let's see if we can get our noses all the way up, up, up. Well done. Keep your leg where it is. Relax your body back down to your mat. Okay, keeping your left shoulder blade and left buttock on the mat, you're going to lower your right leg down to the right. Keep the leg as straight as you can. Once it's near the floor, you're going to work the leg behind you. Flex into that heel, no cheating or resting your foot on the floor. Staying here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull your tummy in and extend that leg back up towards the ceiling. Okay, we're working that right leg over the top of our heads now, rocking up our bodies, arms up, palms forward, facing each other. For more, you're going to take that left foot off the mat, suck your tummy in tight for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep your leg where it is. Okay, relax your body back down to your mat. Pull your tummy in tight, slowing the leg down slowly for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Hold it there. Rock your body's arms up forward, palms facing each other, taking your left foot off the mat if you can. Feet should be 3 inches off your mat for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Drop an inch. 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Release those legs down. Take the knees into the chest. Give them a little hug. And as always, just gently rocking from side to side. Okay, let's warm up the other side. We're going to take the left knee into the chest. Left knee into the chest. So yet again, clasping the hands just below your kneecap. Yet again, in this posture, you should feel your spine nice and flat on the mat, trying to constrict the blood flow into that right hip area, where we release blood flows in with the new nutrients and oxygenated blood. Okay, on the next inhale, inhaling the nose up towards the knee, nose up towards the knee. Yet again, if you wish to take this further, you're going to take your right leg off the mat, flex into the heel, toes pointing upwards towards the ceiling. For the more advanced view, you're going to flex into both those heels, extend your hands, arms forward, palms facing each other. As always in this posture, be aware of those shoulders, keep them rolled down away from your ears. It's a working asana posture, so on the inhale, you're sucking your abdominal muscles, try to get your nose further up towards your knee. Last few breaths now. Let's see if we can get those noses all the way up, up, up. Well done, and relax your bodies back down to your mat. We're taking the left foot down to the mat, extending the right leg up towards the ceiling. We're then bending the right knee, trying to pull that right foot as far down towards our tummies as possible, half Padmasana if you can. From here, you're going to reach your right hand arm through the gap in between the legs, clasp the hands just in front of the left knee, pulling in nose and knee in together. If you can't reach around the front of the calf, hold around the back of that thigh. If it isn't comfortable for your back, okay, keep your head and neck nice and relaxed on your mats. Yet again, be aware of your shoulders. Don't let them creep up around those ears. For a little bit more work, put your bottom tailbone down towards the floor. If you're rocking around at all, suck your abdominal muscles in. Last few breaths now. So we get those noses all the way up, up, up. Well done, and relax your bodies back down to your mat. Untangle those legs so they're both flat on your mat. We're extending the left leg up towards the ceiling, clasping the hands around the base of the left thigh, trying to pull that leg as straight as you can over the top of your head. If you're struggling to straighten that leg, bend the right leg, bring that right foot closer in towards your buttock. It should allow for a lot more flexibility in your left leg. To work this a little bit more, yet again, you can flex into those toes, flexing them back to the wall behind you. Try not to fight with your leg, focus on your breath. It's the largest muscle group, yet again, take some time to release. Last few breaths now. Okay, on the next inhale, we're going to walk the hands up the leg, trying to take the hands around to hold the ankle or as high as you can. We're aiming for nose to knee, forehead to shin eventually. We're bending the elbows out to the side and tucking our chin into our chest. Yet again, be aware of those shoulders, keep them pushed down away from your ears. For a little bit more, you're flexing those toes back to the wall behind you. And yet again, if you wish to, on the inhale, you're trying to get your nose further towards your knee. Nice deep breaths here. Last few breaths. Let's see if we can get our noses all the way up, up. Well done. Keep your leg where it is and relax your body back down to your mat. So keeping your right shoulder blade and right buttock on the mat, you're going to lower the left leg down to the left. Keep the leg as straight as you can. Once it's near the floor, you're going to work the leg behind you. No cheating and resting your foot on the floor. Staying here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull your tummy in, extend the leg back up towards the ceiling. Okay, we're working the left leg over the top of our head now, bringing our body arms up and forward, palms facing each other. For more, you're going to take your right foot slightly off the mat, suck your tummy in tight for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep your leg where it is and relax your body back down to your mat. Pull your tummy in tight, slowing the leg down nice and slowly on 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Hold it there. Rocking our bodies, arms up and forward, palms facing each other. Taking the other foot off the mat, flexing into the heels, taking your feet 3 inches off the mat for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Drop an inch. 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Release on down. Take the knees into the chest and give them a hug. As always, just gently rocking from side to side. Okay, we're going to be lying on our mats, assuming this position with our arms, bending the elbows, back to the hands on the mat. For the first easier option, you're going to bend your knees over your hips. For the more advanced, you're extending your legs, feet up towards the ceiling. We're going to lower the legs down to keep to the left side. Keep your right shoulder blade on the mat. Once you're down there, staying there nice and straight-legged for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Straighten legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tuck your tummy in tight with control, taking the legs over to the right side. Once you're over there, nice and controlled, staying there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend the legs back up towards the ceiling. Bring your hands, arms either side of your body. If you need to give your knees a little hug here, then please feel free to do so. Okay, in a moment we're going to be lowering those legs down. It's imperative that you use your abdominal muscles, not the muscles in your back. If there's any back pain or if the lower lumbar part of your spine comes off the mat, you can bring your knees into your chest at any time for a hug. Don't hold your breath. Coming down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Hold it there. If you wish for more, take your arms off the floor. Okay, lift your head up, looking forward, palms towards the ceiling for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Drop an inch. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to raise those legs up to the ceiling now, reaching your fingertips up to those toes. Tuck your chin into your chest, tummy in tight. Staying there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lowering those legs down slowly again. Engage that core. Coming down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Release those legs down. Bring the knees into your chest for a well-deserved hug. And as always, just gently rocking from side to side. Okay, from here we're going into bridge pose. If you're more advanced, feel free to go into wheel. For bridge, we're taking the feet as close into the buttocks as possible, knees pointing upwards towards the ceiling, feet hip distance apart. We're going to push on those feet, pushing our bottom tailbones up towards the ceiling. Once your bottom is up there in the air, you're clasping your hands underneath your back, arms nice and straight, rocking around trying to get your shoulder blades to meet in the middle of your spine. You should feel most of the pressure on your shoulders and not on your head or neck. You can stay here. If you wish to go further, then we're going to raise your right leg up. Right leg up, really squeeze your left foot into the mat and point into those right toes. Don't forget to use your arms against the mat for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, up an inch, 3, 2, 1. Lower that leg down, shuffle your feet, try not to drop your bottoms. Now we're going to take the left leg up, yet again push your right foot against the mat, point into your left toes for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, up and in, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Take that foot back down to the mat. We're going to walk those feet as close into our buttocks as we can. We're going up on our toes here. Feel it in your calf muscles. Staying here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, up and in, 3, 2, 1. Release those arms. Draw your spine down vertebra by vertebra till your spine is flat on your mat. Then take those knees into your chest for a well-deserved hug. Okay, a few more for the core. We're going to bend our knees to the left, rocking our bodies up to the right. Knees bent to begin with for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Straighten legs, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, with control, moving the legs to the right and arms to the left. Knees bent to begin with for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Straighten legs, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release down, bring the knees into your chest. Couple more to go. We're extending the legs, feet up towards the ceiling. Nice straight legs. We're scissoring those legs, clasping the hands, pointing to the fingers. We're reaching up through those legs. Flex into the heels for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Up an inch, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. And rest back down. Take your knees into your chest for a little hug. Last one of these, I promise. Okay, so we're bending those knees over the hips. We're going to rock our body up and forwards for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Straighten legs, 5, 4, up an inch, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Rest back down. Take the knees into your chest for a well-deserved hug. Right, up we come to seated for reverse plank. Take hold of the fleshy part of your bottom and pull it back so you're sitting on your sitting bones. Hands are behind your buttocks, fingertips are facing forward. If you get cramp in your legs in this posture, you can bend your knees slightly, it's absolutely fine. Legs ideally should be nice and straight as we come up, and then we're working our toes down towards the mat. If you wish, you can drop your head back, staying here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, up an inch, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. We're lowering down over those legs, head hanging, arms hanging, and just stay there. Okay, we're just uncurling, rebuilding our spine vertebra by vertebra. Once we're up to seated, please give your shoulders a lovely roll back and down. Right, onto our 30-ish seconds of abs. We're extending our right leg up to the ceiling, bringing the left knee into the chest. For the easier version, you can keep your hands and the left foot on the floor. We're taking our hands forward, palms facing each other for the advance. Really think about your core here, suck it in nice and tight. Staying here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, up an inch, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice control. We're changing sides, extending the left leg out, bringing the right knee into the chest for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, up an inch, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're going into Navasa boat pose. We're extending both those legs out in front. Think about your core. Hands, arms out in front, palms facing each other for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, up an inch, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Relax onto your backs and give your knees a well-deserved hug. And as always, just gently rocking from side to side. Okay, when you're ready, up we come to seated once more. Once more, take hold of the fleshy part of your bottom and pull it back so you're sitting on your sitting bones. We're crossing the left foot over the right, left foot over the right. Okay, we're holding onto the big toe on that right foot with our right hand. We're going to extend the legs up. Don't worry if you can't straighten them completely. Once you're comfortable there, you're going to extend your left arm up behind you, looking over your left shoulder if you can. If you need to keep your hand on the floor, that's fine. Staying here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Well done. Okay, this time we're crossing the right foot onto the left, right foot onto the left, holding onto the left big toe with your left hand. Once more, we're extending those legs as straight as you can. You can keep your right hand behind you. If you can, you're extending it up, looking over your right shoulder if you can. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Okay, we're going to be doing butterfly today, so let's start off with our warm-ups. Sitting on your mat, we're taking our legs into a nice wide triangle. As always, pull the fleshy part of your bottom back so you're sitting on your sitting bones. Try and keep your legs as straight as possible here, and if you can, you're flexing those toes back towards you. We're going to inhale our arms up to the ceiling, really big stretch up, and on the exhale, we're coming forwards and down. If you're having trouble coming forwards and down here, you can keep your hands slightly raised off the mat and simply relax your head. Gravity will naturally pull your head down towards the floor. Staying here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Uncurling, up we come. We're going to now take the soles of our feet together. You're going to clasp your hands just under the outside edge of those feet. We're going to pull on the feet, trying to get our noses down towards our toes. You'll know if you're doing this correctly as it's a big stretch on the insides of your thighs. Yet again, try not to let your shoulders creep up around your ears. Staying here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release, and up we come. Okay, from here we're going to take hold of our big toe, foot or ankle and extend the right leg up towards the ceiling. Once we're up there, be aware of your back, sit nice and tall, staying there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Okay, swapping over those legs, so taking hold of the big toe on that left foot, calf or ankle, extending it up to the ceiling again. Keep your shoulders down away from your ears for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Well done. Okay, the chances are your bottom has probably crept under your sitting bones. If you do need to pull it back, then feel free to do so. And in the next posture, please don't rock back and bang your head. And don't worry if you can't fully straighten your legs, try and focus on your core. We're going to take hold of the big toes, the feet, the calves, the ankle, whatever works for you. And we're going to extend them up. Staying here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Release those legs down. That's excellent. Okay, if you need to have a sip of drink here, please feel free to do so as we're coming up to standing. Right, we're taking a nice wide Trikonasana pose, nice wide triangle with those legs on our mat, feet parallel facing forward and legs locked back. We're clasping the hands behind our back, pushing them away to the floor, and then we're coming forward and down, dropping them over the top of our heads. As always in this posture, head and neck completely relaxed. Give your head and neck a little gentle shake from side to side. If you want to work this more, then shift your weight slightly forward onto your toes and push your bottom tailbone up towards the ceiling. You should feel a deeper stretch then in your hamstrings and your glutes. Staying here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop your hands down towards the mat, head hanging, arms hanging, and simply stay there. We're now going to walk our hands over to the right foot. It's left hand onto right foot, right arm extends up towards the ceiling. Looking up if you can. If it's uncomfortable for your neck, just keep looking down towards the floor. Staying here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop your head down, head hanging, arms hanging, head and neck, gentle shake from side to side. Okay, we're going to put the hands over to the left foot now. It's right hand onto left foot, left arm extends up towards the ceiling. Yet again, look up if you can for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. From here, we're locking back the knees, pull our tummies in nice and tight. We're interlinking the hands in front, pointing the fingers for a flat back extend. You can look forward through your hands or drop your gaze down towards the floor for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release your head down, head hanging, arms hanging. Head and neck, gentle shake from side to side. Okay, interlinking those fingers once more, coming out to a flat back extend, and then we're twisting to the right for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. I know your legs will be starting to ache now, so nice deep breaths. Final one of these, I promise. So interlinking the fingers once more, coming up halfway to a flat back extend, and then we're twisting to the left for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Good news. We now bend those knees. We're walking the feet slightly in, turning the feet out to the side, bending those knees, dropping the knees down and resting the arms on your thighs, looking down towards the floor. For the more advanced, we're going to go into Hindi squats. So take your feet in closer, dropping your bottom all the way down. From here, you're going to take your hands into prayer, push your elbows against the insides of your calves. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull your tummy in, and from here up we come. If you were in a Hindi squat, take your stance a lot wider, please. Once more with your feet turning out to the sides. We're bending the knees, tucking our tailbone under. We're taking our left hand out onto the right thigh, twisting around to look over our right shoulder. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, going over to the other side. So it's right hand on left thigh, looking over your left shoulder. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, no rest yet. We're interlinking our hands in front, pushing the hands away from us. Make your stance a lot wider now. We're bending that right knee, straighten that left leg, flexing those left toes up towards the ceiling. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage your core. We're going over to the other side. We can do this. Come on, for staying here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back up to center, raising the arms up to the ceiling. Keep those knees bent, coming up onto those toes. Nice deep breaths for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Release those arms and have a sip of drink. Okay, moving on to our lovely chair pose. Feet should be hip distance apart. We're raising our arms to shoulder level. Shoulders should be nice and relaxed. We're bending the knees out in front, bottom out behind, and chin out in front. If you wish for more here, you can take your toes up towards the ceiling and really squash the outside edge of your feet into your mat for your glutes working a bit more. Staying here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, drop an inch, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Up we come. Keep the arms raised if you can. We're going to look at the floor now as we're coming up onto the toes and we all wobble here. We're going to bend those knees just down to halfway or to wherever you're comfortable. Staying there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Drop an inch. 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Up we come. Keep the arms raised if you can. Okay, big toes are now touching now. We're going to come up on those toes. So once more, look at the floor again. And then we're going to bend the knees and we're coming all the way down or as far down as you can go. Now, if your bottom meets the heels here, then great. But lift up a couple of inches so you're still working those legs. And once you're there, you're coming right up on the toes, Keep your spine straight for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Up we come. Lower down those arms. Fantastic job. Right, last of the warm-ups. Big toes are touching here unless you have back issues, in which case keep your feet hip distance apart. Clasping the hands above your head, pointing the fingers, and we're going to bounce from side to side. As always with this, we're pushing the opposite hip out into the way with which we're bending. Keep your hips square to the front of the room and try not to tuck your chin into your chest. There's no right or wrong tempo for this, just do as your body tells you. So yet again, keep going with these, just a few more to warm up that spine. Okay, let's bring ourselves back up to center. Right, we're clasping the hands above our head, pointing to the fingers. We're inhaling up and then over we go to the right. Keep your left shoulder blade back here. If you wish to go a little bit further, take a bit of weight off your left foot. You should be feeling it down the left side of your body, staying here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Up we come. Keep the arms raised, but just release those shoulder blades. Okay, other side now. Inhaling the arms up, really big stretch up, and exhaling over to the left. Yet again, pushing your right hip out here. Keep the right shoulder blade back for a little bit more. Take a bit of weight off that right foot. Staying here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Back up to center. Keep the arms raised and just release those shoulder blades. It's little or big back bend time now, depending on which you want to do. We're bending our knees, tucking our bottoms under. Glutes should be nice and tight, supporting that lower lumbar part of our spine. Clasping the hands above our head, pointing to the fingers and reaching back as far as you can. Open your mouth to breathe if you wish. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Up we come. We're coming forward and down. If you have back issues or tight hamstrings, bend your knees slightly. Once you're down there, we're taking the hands to the mat and we're walking out those heels. This just massages the lower part of the spine. We just compressed. Okay, ensure your big toes are touching. We're bending the knees down, gluing the stomach onto the thighs, taking our left arm over the right thigh, hands into prayer, looking up to the ceiling over our right shoulder. Staying here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, drop an inch, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Straighten the legs. Okay, head hanging, arms hanging, head, neck, gentle shake from side to side. Okay, setting up for the other side now. So bending the knees down, right arm over left thigh, right arm over left thigh, hands into prayer once more. Yet again, this time really pushing that right arm against that left thigh, looking up to the ceiling over your left shoulder. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, drop an inch, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Straighten your legs, head hanging, arms hanging, head, neck, gentle shake from side to side. Okay, straighten your legs, head hanging. Then we're going to bend the knees. Okay, taking the feet hip distance apart. We're coming up onto the toes, knees are bent, extending our hands, arms up to the ceiling, palms facing each other. Then we're going to come right up on those toes again. Staying here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Up we come. If you need to, have a sip of drink. Right, okay, we're on to our balances now. We'll be working on arm balances today. If you'd like to work on a standing balance, please feel free to do so. There is always your tree pose, as I'm showing you here. It's a lovely grounding standing posture. We'll be working on crow, side crow and 8-angle Lymphos. Ideally, you'll be holding these postures for 10 seconds each side. I'll show you how to get into each and then feel free to pause the video and have a go in your own time. I will ensure I do individual tutorials on these in the near future. If practicing crow, please do not fall onto your nose. It's not a good look. You can always place cushions under your head to rest on. To get into this posture, we're going to take our feet hip distance apart. Now we're bending our knees. I want you to place your hands approximately a palm's width in front of your feet. From here, we're going to go as high up onto our toes as possible. We're trying to place our knees as high up into our armpits as possible. From here, okay, we're just going to shift our body weight forward, bending those elbows, and you're going to take one foot off the floor and then the other foot off the floor, trying to pull those feet as close into your buttocks as possible. Really pull your core in, stay in here as long as you can. If you can't manage both feet, just work on one side at a time. So moving on to side crow now. You're going to bend your knees, taking your hands to the outside of your thigh. Ideally, you're going to lean your legs on the triceps of your arm. We're going to bring our body weight over and raise those legs. Yet again, quite a tough posture, so have a few tries at this. It's not easy the first time. Yet again, stay here for as long as possible. For 8-angle Lymphos, I'd only advise this if you're advanced. Okay, we're going to start with our legs out in front. And we're going to bring a hand as far into the buttock as possible. Okay, bending the elbow, resting the leg on the tricep of that arm. You're going to cross your other foot over the top. Now, This is where both of those arms, we're bending the elbows. We're going to use our core and gently bring our bottoms off the floor. We're leaning our body weight forward, and eventually you'll be able to get your legs nice and straight. So yet again, staying here as long as you can before moving on to the next posture. Lovely. Okay, well done. So give those a go in your own time. Yet again, please be careful. Okay, please do not bang your noses. And then I'm going to move on now to the next part of the class. Right, on with the fun part now, our lovely cardio part of the class. As always, if you need to stop a drink, have a drink. If you need to have a rest, drop down into child's pose and rejoin the class as and when you're ready. Please go at your own pace. Right, front of the mats, feet into Tadasana, hip width apart. Give your shoulders a lovely roll back and down and keep them pushed down. Tuck your tailbone under slightly so your pelvis is in neutral and just close your eyes there for a moment. We're going to take our toes up towards the ceiling for a little bit more yoga for the toes, and it also engages our core. And when you're ready, we're going to plant them back down. We're going to take a nice big inhale, exhaling into prayer. Open your eyes. Namaste, everybody. Inhaling the arms up, look up. Exhaling forward and down to a standing forward bend. Inhaling the right leg back. Retain your breath. Take the other leg back into plank. Exhaling down knees or Chaturanga for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling into Cobra or Up Dog. Exhaling into Down Dog. Okay, it's our warm-up round of Surya Namaskar, our sun salutations. Have some fun, walk out those feet, go up on those toes. As always here, please think about the weight distribution through your hands. It should be through the palms and the fingers. Head and neck completely relaxed. Looking forward, inhaling the right leg all the way through in between your hands. Exhaling the other leg through to a standing forward bend. Inhaling the arms up, look up. Exhaling, arms by your side. Inhaling. Exhaling into prayer. Inhaling the arms up, look up. Exhaling forwards and down to a standing forward bend. Inhaling the left leg back, retain your breath. Take the other leg back into plank. Exhaling down knees or Chaturanga for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling into Cobra or Up Dog. Exhaling into Down Dog. Yet again, it's our warm-up round, so have some fun, walk out with those feet. In Downward Dog, you'll eventually have your heels flat on the mat and your forehead on the mat. As always, head and neck nice and relaxed, please. Walk out those feet, have some fun. Okay, looking forward, inhaling that left foot all the way through in between the hands. Exhaling the other leg through to a standing forward bend. Inhaling the arms up, look up. Exhaling, arms by your side. Okay, we're stepping or jumping back into Tadasana now, plank. If you're jumping back, your Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, pull them in nice and tight. Should be nice and controlled and quiet when we hit the back of the mat. Inhaling. Exhaling into prayer. Inhaling your arms up, look up. Exhaling forwards and down to a standing forward bend. Stepping or jumping back into plank. Exhaling down knees or Chaturanga for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling into Cobra or Up Dog. Exhale back into Down Dog. Okay, keep the left foot where it is. Bring your right foot through in between your hands. Your right knee is bent and up you come. Your left leg and knee is locked back. Should be feeling this in your left glute. Make sure it's working. You can keep your hands on your right thigh. If you wish for more, you're raising your hands, arms up towards the ceiling, palms facing each other. If you find the balance hard, keep looking down towards the floor. Get a little back bend going if you can at the base of your spine for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, taking your left arm over your right leg, right arm back, looking down your right arm. That's your first option. Second option, hooking your left elbow over the right thigh, hands into prayer. And for your third option, taking your left arm underneath your right leg, taking the right arm behind, clasping the hands, looking behind. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, back into plank, coming down knees or Chaturanga for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling into Cobra or Up Dog. Exhaling back into Down Dog. Head and neck nice and relaxed. Keeping your right foot where it is, bring your left foot through in between the hands. So this time that left knee is bent. Okay, right knee, right glute a lot back. Yet again, you can rest your hands on the thigh here or raise your arms up to the ceiling. Keep the shoulder blades back and down away from those ears. Staying there for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Taking the right arm over your left thigh. Left arm comes behind, looking down your left arm. That's your first option. Second option, taking your right elbow over your left thigh, hands into prayer. Third option, taking your right hand arm underneath your left leg. Left hand comes behind, clasping those hands. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Back into plank, coming down knees or chaturanga for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling into cobra or up dog. Exhaling back into down dog. Looking forward, stepping or jumping in between your hands. Inhaling the arms up, look up. Exhaling, arms by your side. Inhaling. Exhaling into prayer. Inhaling the arms up, look up. Exhaling forward and down to a standing forward bend, stepping or jumping back into plank. Exhaling down knees or chaturanga for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling into cobra or up dog. Exhale back into down dog. Okay, we're going into three-legged dog here, so keep your left foot on the mat and take your right leg up. Now in three-legged dog, try and keep your hips square to the floor with your toes pointing towards the floor as well. If you wish for more here, you can take your left hand up towards your left glute. Only do this if it doesn't compromise your posture. Staying here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, bending the right knee here, bringing the right hip back, trying to drop your right foot over your left buttock. Staying there for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, if you want more now, dropping on over into wild thing, pushing your bottom tailbone forward, dropping your arm over your head, glutes to the back of the wall. Staying there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Back into plank, coming down knees or chaturanga for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling into cobra or up dog. Exhaling back into down dog. Okay, keeping your right foot on the mat, we're taking the left leg up. Yet again, the hips are square, once more to the floor, toes pointing towards the floor. If you wish for more, taking your right hand up towards your right buttock, only for the advanced, for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, bending the left knee now, bringing our left hip back, trying to drop that left foot over the right buttock. Staying here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you wish to now, dropping on over into wild thing, pushing your hips to the wall behind you, arm over the top of the head for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Back into a plank. Exhaling down knees or chaturanga for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling into cobra or up dog. Exhaling back into down dog. Looking forward, stepping or jumping in between those hands. Inhaling the arms up, look up. Exhaling, arms by your side. Inhaling. Exhaling into prayer. Inhaling your arms up, look up. Exhaling forward and down to a standing forward bend, stepping or jumping back into plank. Exhaling down knees or chaturanga for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling into cobra or up dog. Exhale back into down dog. Okay, going into our lovely lizard lunge now. Keeping your left foot where it is, bring your right foot through to the outside of your right hand. Okay. So tuck your toes under on your left foot. It's important here that your knee doesn't overhang your foot. First option here is hands to the mat. Second option, we're dropping down to the elbows on the mat. Third option is right arm underneath right leg, left hand behind, clasping those hands. For the more advanced view, you can hook your right leg over the right arm or elbow and extend that leg out as straight as you can. Staying here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Pop your foot back down to the mat if you need to. We're taking the left hand to the inside of the right foot and we're extending that right hand arm up to the ceiling. Looking up if you can. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. One more time. Back into plank. Exhaling down knees or chaturanga for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling into cobra or up dog. Exhaling back into down dog. Keeping your right foot where it is, bringing the left foot through to the outside of your left hand, tucking your toes under on that right foot. Yet again here, options are hands to the mat or elbows to the mat, left arm underneath left leg, right hand behind, clasping those hands. If you wish for more, hooking your left leg over your left arm and extending that leg. Staying there for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, put your foot back down if you need to, taking the right hand to the inside of your left foot, extending your left arm up to the ceiling if you can, looking up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Back into plank, coming down knees or chaturanga for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling into cobra or up dog. Exhale back into down dog. Looking forward, stepping or jumping in between those hands. Inhaling the arms up, look up. Exhaling, arms by your side. Inhaling. Exhaling into prayer. Inhaling the arms up, look up. Exhaling forwards and down to a standing forward bend, stepping or jumping back into plank. Exhaling down knees or chaturanga for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling into cobra or up dog. Exhaling back into down dog. Okay, keep your left foot on your mat. You're going to bend your right knee in to touch your nose. Right knee in to touch your nose. For the more advanced view, you're going to bend those elbows, bring your body weight forward and hook your right knee over your right elbow. Staying here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're extending the right leg up behind us now. Walking the hands into that left foot. If you can, you're coming up on the toes of that foot, pointing into those right toes. Staying there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Up an inch. 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep your right leg raised. Walking your hands, arms out in front. Try and keep that leg raised. Coming down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling into cobra or up dog. Exhaling back into down dog. Head and neck nice and relaxed. Okay, bring your right foot on the mat. Okay, we're bending, coming forward, bending those elbows, bending the left knee over the left elbow. Left knee over the left elbow. Yet again, nose to knee. If you can't quite manage that yet, staying there for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend the left leg up behind you now. Walking your hands into your right foot, coming up on the toes of the right foot if you can. Pointing into those left toes. Staying there for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. More down. Try and keep that leg raised. Walking those hands out in front. Coming on down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling into cobra or up dog. Exhale back into down dog. Looking forward, stepping or jumping in between those hands. Inhaling the arms up, look up. Exhaling, arms by your side. Inhaling. Exhaling into prayer. Inhaling your arms up, look up. Exhaling forwards and down to a standing forward bend, stepping or jumping back into plank. Exhaling down knees or chaturanga for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling into cobra or up dog. Exhale back into down dog. Pivoting the left foot towards the left side of the room. Bring the right foot through in between your hands. We're bending the right knee and up we come. We're clasping the hands behind our back. We're going to push them all the way down towards the floor. And then we're leaning forward and down, trying to drop those arms, hands over the top of our head, just to the inside of that right thigh. Try not to lean on the leg here. Okay, we're not trying to put pressure on there. Head and neck nice and relaxed. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. More down, back into plank, exhaling down knees or chaturanga for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling into cobra or up dog. Exhale back into down dog. Head and neck, gentle shake from side to side. Pivoting the right foot towards the right side of the room now. Bring the left foot in between the hands, nice long stance, bending that left knee and up we come. So once again, we're clasping the hands behind our back, push them away to the floor and simply bending that left knee, dropping forward and down, trying to drop those arms, hands over the top of our hips. Yet again, we're not leaning on the thigh here. Head and neck nice and relaxed, staying there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, back into plank. Well done. It's Chaturanga time. Oh yes, crocodile pose. So for Chaturanga, we're going to try and keep the elbows into the ribs when we come down. We're not doing a push up here. We're going to hold ourselves a couple of inches off the floor. Coming on down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax there. It's dolphin and plank time. Okay, if you're advanced here, feel free to take yourself into a headstand. Otherwise, we're going to work on dolphin, which uses the same muscle groups as headstand. So we're grabbing opposite elbows here. Elbows are underneath your shoulders. Then we're clasping our hands in front to make sure we have a nice tripod shape. In dolphin, we're pushing our weight onto the elbows and using the strength in our shoulders. There shouldn't be weight on the head. We're then walking our feet in towards our head, pushing our bottom tailbone up towards the ceiling. Okay, now once we're up here, we're working the heels down towards the mat and really pushing into those elbows. Staying here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. With control, we're walking those feet back out and we're going straight into plank. So you can stay here on your elbows. So the more advanced, we're coming up onto our hands into full plank. Hands are in alignment with our shoulders. We're taking the right leg up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Swap that leg, left leg up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rocking onto the left side, left foot. Stack the right leg up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Swapping over, right side or right foot. Stack the left leg, then left leg up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Hold it in plank here. Which one you're doing? Tuck your bottom toe in under. Nice deep breaths for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Up into cobra. Back or up dog, back into down dog. Looking forward, stepping or jumping in between those hands. Inhaling the arms up, look up. Exhaling, arms by your side. Inhaling. Exhaling into prayer. Inhaling your arms up, look up. Exhaling forward and down to a standing forward bend, stepping or jumping back into plank. Exhaling down knees or chaturanga for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling into cobra or up dog. Exhale, back into down dog. So just stay here if you like and have a little rest in down dog. For more of a rest, drop down to your knees into child's pose. If you are staying in downward facing dog, work on deepening that posture. Try to get your heels flat down to the mat and eventually forehead resting on the mat. Yet again, working on really pushing your bottom tailbone up towards the ceiling so you're in like an inverted V shape. Okay, right, last tough posture, then we're on to our warm downs. We're finishing with our lovely side planks. Now, if you know you can't hold your body weight with your arms being straight, please drop down to your knees and rock onto your right arm. Okay, now as it's a plank again, okay, we're bending the elbow, keep the elbow in alignment with your shoulder. From here, you're pushing on your elbow, body up, and if you can, get that leg and arm up. For everybody else, straighten your arm, hand underneath your shoulder, bring the body up, left leg up. If you can, grabbing hold of your big toe up to the ceiling for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, up an inch, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Back into plank, coming down knees or chaturanga for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling into cobra or up dog. Exhaling back into down dog. Head and neck, gentle shake from side to side. Okay, last tough side to go. So if you need to drop to your knees now, do so now. We're going to the left elbow, body up if you can, leg up. For the more advanced, left hand to the mat, straighten that arm, body up, right leg up for a bit more, right toe or up to the ceiling for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, up an inch, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Exhaling down knees or chaturanga for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling into cobra or up dog. Exhale back into down dog. Okay, we're going straight into our lovely pigeon now. We're inhaling the right leg through under the left, right leg through under the left. Your right knee should be at the right outside edge of your mat, calf pointing diagonally down towards that foot. where your left hip bone should be approximately. We're going to come forward and down. You're going to rest your head on your hands if you wish for more. Okay, we're going to rock onto the left side of the left arm, shoulder, hands into prayer and turning our heads towards the right hand side. If you want to relax, and I wouldn't blame you here, just keep your hands, arms out in front. So just relax here. You should feel a nice lot of work going on in that glute. Should never be any pain in your knees in the posture, so please be aware of that and just relax for a few breaths. Right. If you're twisted round, just untwist yourselves. You're going to keep your right hand in front of you and up we come halfway. You're going to bend your left leg, and if you can, you're taking hold of the left foot and trying to gently bring it in towards your buttock. If you wish to go into full pigeon here, take both those hands behind you, taking hold of the foot or ankle. Once you're there, you're pushing that foot away, should give you a little bit more stability. Looking up, trying to open your chest towards the ceiling. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. We're going straight back up into a walking down dog. Let's walk out those feet, get some blood flowing back in those legs. We just compressed. Okay, so now we're swinging the left leg through under the right, left leg through under the right, left knee should be at the left outside edge of your mat, calf diagonally down so that your left heel is where your right hip bone is approximately. Yet again, head, arms out in front, rest your head on your mat. If you wish for more, you're rocking onto the right side of your right arm, shoulder, hands into prayer, twisting your face around to look at the left side of the room. If you wish to relax here, keep your arms out in front and just stay there. Yet again with this posture, you should be feeling it in your glute. Nice and relaxing now. It's one of our warm downs. If you ever suffer from sciatica, this is the posture for you. Last few breaths. Okay, if you're twisted round, just untwist yourselves. We're coming up halfway again. Okay, we're going to keep the left hand in front of us, bending that right knee, taking hold of the foot if you can, gently pulling it in towards your buttocks. It's a nice gentle stretch down the front of that thigh. Please don't overdo this. For more, you can take yourself into full pigeon once more for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Well done. Taking yourself back up into a walking down dog, walking out those feet, get some blood circulating back in those legs. Okay, we just compressed, head and neck nice and relaxed. And when you're ready, looking forward, stepping or jumping forward into cross-legged on your mats. Okay, Paschimottanasana time. Our seated forward bend, legs are out in front yet again. As always, take hold of the fleshy part of your bottom and pull it back so you're sitting on your sitting bones. Okay, with this, if you have back issues or tight hamstrings, feel free to keep your knees slightly bent. We're inhaling the arms up, look up if you can, raising those heels slightly off the mat. And then we're coming forward and down. Now, ideally, thumb and forefinger around those big toes is nose to knee, forehead to shin. Please be aware of those shoulders if they feel like they're creeping up around those ears. Okay, take hold of that ankles or calves, bend the elbows out to the sides there and simply relax your head down. Like most asanas, if you wish to work it a little bit more, on your inhale, lift yourself up slightly, and then on the next exhalation, you should go down a little bit further. Last few breaths here. Okay, head hanging, arms hanging is simply uncurling vertebra by vertebra. Up we come. Once you're all the way up to seated, give those shoulders a last lovely roll back and down and keep them pushed down. And well done, it's time for Shavasana. You deserve it. Lying back on your mats like we started our practice. So we're lying on our mats, palms facing upwards towards the ceiling. As always, if you could tuck your chin into your chest for me, pop your head back down your mat just to ensure your spine and neck are nice and long. We're finishing off with a little brief relaxation just to ensure you're not leaving the class with any tension. Starting with your face, make sure your eyelids, your mouth, your tongue, your jaw are relaxed. No more pranayama breathing here. Let your breath resume back to normality. Down to your arms, wrists, hands, fingers. Fingers should be naturally curled. Should feel a nice warmth of energy in the ends of your fingertips. Down to your back. Ensure your spine's nice and flat on your mat. Around the front of your tummy now. Make sure you're not holding onto that mula bandha. Everything there nice and released. Down those legs all the way down to your feet and toes. Feet flopped out to the side. Toes completely relaxed. Now just for a few moments now, I want you to keep your eyes closed. Think of somewhere that's nice and peaceful in your mind, maybe somewhere you've been on holiday, and just try to stay with that thought. Okay, in a moment we're going to bring some awareness back to our breath. When we're doing our inhale, we're doing our exhale through our mouths. On your exhalation, I want you to be aware of your abdominal muscles there. Pull them in nice and tight. We really want to suck them in and expel all of the air out of the bottom of those lungs. So when you're ready, taking a nice big inhale. Exhaling. And again, when you're ready, nice big inhale. Exhaling. We're going to bring some very gentle movement back to our bodies now. Just wiggling fingers and toes. Gently turning those feet out and in. Everything lovely and relaxed. Gently rolling your arms, wrists, hands gently by your body. And lastly, just gently turning your head from side to side. Last of our stretches now, just inhaling the arms above the head, really big stretching of fingers and toes, stretch, stretch, stretch. Then exhale the arms down by your side. We're going to do that one more time, really big stretching of fingers and toes, stretch, stretch, stretch. Then exhale the arms down by your side. We're going to take the knees into the chest, give them a fun little hug, and as always, just gently rocking from side to side to give those kidneys a final little massage. And in your own time, there's no rush, either pushing yourself onto your right side and up seated, or rock yourself forward with those abs up to seated on your mats. Thank you very much for joining me for this class today. Please make sure you stay hydrated after class. As always, if you could please like and subscribe, I greatly appreciate it. And please leave me a comment down below. Tell me what you'd like to see in future classes that I'll be recording soon. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you all soon. Om Shanti, which is peace.